reinventing the wheel, but you got to be naive and stupid, as I heard one official tell me the other day. Won't go into that one. He said, you know I'm not naive or stupid. As he went on to tell me about this and the other, he said, but I'll tell you one thing. I ain't joining the UIL. And if I haven't joined the UIL, I'm hanging my 31-year career officiating up. I'm walking away. And if I walk away, the whole division of the sport I represent will come with me. We talk about that naivety and stupidity. People, it's about officiating the game. It's about doing the right thing. It's about asking you people what the issues are and getting the answers back and cooperating with the people who know best. Right? And then putting it down as paper. Do I have all the answers to give you tonight as to where we're headed with this whole thing? No. Do I want to have all the answers tonight to give you? Oh, I would as a pie in the sky. As a politician, I'd love to sit there and go, yeah, I got it all. Just vote for me. It's here. But I'm not going to tell you that because it's not the fact. It's not the truth. And it's not who I am. I'm here to tell you that we're developing it. We're developing with the leadership that you've appointed across the state of Texas. And the input you give him or anybody else, including myself, is the input of the policy that I will put in place. Okay? You cannot get $1,000 a game every game you officiate, all right? Can't do it. I would love to pay you that. We cannot do that. So does it need to be a very practical approach and a practical decision? Yes, it does. And it will be. But it will come from the input of you people. Now, my messages across the state on every chapter I talk to, if you can, in case you haven't figured it out, it's not the same. I don't know what you showed up tonight willing to hear or expecting to hear. Okay? What I hope you heard tonight was a message of accountability, the message of full disclosure, the message of transparency, the message of honesty, the message of, we don't know what we're doing just yet, but it's coming. It's going to come from the right people giving us the right answers. Not people raising their hand going, well, what are you going to do about that? Let me tell you something. I do not have time to hear your comments that you don't follow it up with a solution. If you want to ask me a question as to why certain things are happening, you better darn well have an answer. Or don't ask the question. You understand? I need answers. I need conflict resolutions. I need problem solvers. That's what I need. That's what all of us want. So that we can get back to the one thing we love to do. Call the game of basketball. Now, I don't know how far I'm going. I ain't kept up with anything. How close am I?
You're all right. You're doing good.
All right. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to take some questions. I want to leave plenty of room for questions. Okay? All right? If you want to talk about animal hunting or anything like that, we can get that later. Keep it to officiating, okay? But if you have any questions about anything I've said, anything you've heard, anything you're wondering about, I don't know what anything other than that, ask. Yes, ma'am.
I have two questions. First question, if you're a multi-sport official, and I've heard of some other sports that they try to come to the I was black. I just want to look, because that's their people in contract. Will we have the same ID number that we did, or will we have multiple ID numbers for each one of the sports?
So, can you repeat that so the people in the back can hear?
What she's asking for, if you're a multi-sport official, are you going to have different ID numbers, set up? All right, deal. Let me tell you how easy and seamless this is fixing to get. I've been in negotiation talks with Arbiter Sports right now and some other online software people that we are currently meeting with. We will end up designing a hub site, all right? And right now, our projected goal is January 15th, just so you know. January 15th, we fully expect our website to be designed and up for business. On that time, at that time, and not necessarily for basketball, all right, we'll get to that because of our deadlines based on the deadlines that we currently have with April 1st, I think is our deadline, that sort of thing. But with other sports, you will be able to register online. All right, you will be able to register online. You will no more send in paperwork for any reason. If your current chapter has an Arbiter Sports assignment software, they will be able to integrate with us seamlessly to where you will pay your dues at that time. The dues for local will go directly into the accounts for the Houston chapter. The dues for state will go directly into our account. You will be a registered official for whatever you sign up to be a registered official. If you check basketball, softball, and volleyball, you get one ID number. Okay? If you come back at another time and re-register for another sport, you already get the same ID number. It already recognizes you. If you need to update your folio from year in, year out, it understands that you're not a reinstated official. You're a good official as long as you register by that deadline. For those of you who have held out year in, year out, this is not the time for you anymore. You are going to want to register online. All right? If you don't have money, borrow it from James Batiste. Register, do not forfeit that extra money. But if you do, it'll be a $20 surcharge for anybody who doesn't meet the deadlines. It's what we have to do. We got to know who's with us. Understand we're creating the database. will be a main hub site. Your officials, your administrators here will be able to access your account at any time and pull up any data that they need. You will have to have an email address. Have to. Absolutely have to. You will not give us your Social Security number. I don't want your Social Security number. Once again, look at my attorney. All right, it says a lower form of liability. Do not want your Social Security number. Okay? But that email, all right, that site will take all that data and keep it current. It will feed that information. They can look it up anytime they want to. I can disseminate information to you guys on a whim. All right? No more of this, I didn't hear, I didn't know, no one told me. If I need to send something to the Houston chapter based on something that happened here that I feel like everybody needs to know, one stroke of the key, everybody will get it immediately. There will be no hidden messages. There will be nothing that I share with James Tees or anybody else here that you guys will not be able to know that I can send to you. It will be a very comprehensive site. And by the way, it will be the same sort of site that the NCAA is currently establishing. Do you realize that no organization in the world does not govern the body of officials that represents them? MLB, NBA, NFL, NCAA, NHL, none of them. They all do it. And we were the last state in the United States to get on board with the federation regulations of the entity that it represents. All right? We were the last. I got a question in the back.
If the UIL is thing of the future, then why, when there's so many threats made for the officials, as whether or not they can join the UIL?
I love those kind of questions. Keep them coming. I'll tell you why. It comes down to 6 things. You ready? CHANGE.
That's right.
That's what it comes down to. Change as human nature is the hardest thing for any of us to do. And I'm getting the idea as I just turned 40 less than a week ago. And I hated it because I lost my keys and my wallet the next day. It's a true story.
So, I mean, I understand you can get all fancy with the language, but the bottom line is you got a bunch of young referees in this room right now. From 0 to 3 years, male or female, they will not get a playoff game. And that was threats made that you better join the UIL before the end of the month. You know, you can talk fancy and you can make it sound good and you can laugh and joke and all that. But at the end of the day, let's be real. If I'm a 0 to 3 year referee, I'm just not knowing what's going on between Castro and UIL. That needs to be a basic, something to explain to these people. Don't just get up there and talk fancy and crack jokes. Because these people would not get a playoff game. Let's be realistic. Let's tell them.
Okay, let's be real. Okay, I got your question. Now stick around. I'll tell you exactly. There's not anybody in this room, and there's not anybody in the state of Texas that I guaranteed one single playoff game to. I never guaranteed anybody anything. And I won't make Houston any more guaranteed than I will Permian Basin or El Paso or anybody else. Playoff games aren't guaranteed. All right? It's not an obligation of the UIL to have to give anybody playoff games, much less an official from 0 years to 3 years. Now, do those officials deserve games? Maybe, depending on what they've done, depending on if they're good enough. Does an official who's been in the game 28 years deserve a playoff game? I've seen a lot of officials that I can answer that with no. All right? I didn't guarantee anybody games. I'm not guaranteeing Houston or anybody that didn't join the UIL. I could care less. Now, am I going to take care of my family as I've said I would? And if a UIL sanctioned chapter comes in here, level with the TASO chapter, will I undoubtedly give that UIL chapter the game? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. That's the only message I've given. If a TASO chapter has a crew that is on this level, if the UIL has a crew that is on this level, will I give the UIL that game? Absolutely not. It will go to TASO. Best is the best. But when it boils down to even, you're darn right I'll give it to the UIL. I'm here to represent and take care of those who are committed. I don't get wrapped up in all the politics that you've been seeing. I've had lots of bullets fired at me. And that's why I took this job. When the waters are calm, I'm leaving. If you want to know